Welcome to my channel. This will be my Coachella recap. This is my first year going to Coachella 2023. I got this box right here trying to point at it. This is the second time I've taken the stuff on the road, so we are in our hotel room getting ready for day 2, but I wanted to recap day 1. You know, for all those who may be going for the first time next week on the second week, maybe I can provide some on-the-ground insight. So I got a couple of notes. Let's see what we got. First things first, the shuttle fiasco. We have a shuttle from our hotel, which, you know, in theory sounds great. And for the most part, they did what they were supposed to. But I think I understand why people were saying that they prefer week 2 over week 1. Because I thought it was just like a hype BC thing. Like, it's the cool thing to say. But I think from a logistics standpoint is what it is. Because you could tell a lot of these people, this obviously yesterday was their first day, so a lot of people didn't have answers. You were getting misrouted, you were getting misguided. I mean, we walked, for anybody that's been there, when you leave out the main entrance, you go all the way to the right, that takes you to the shuttles. Well, we were told to go all the way to the left where the parking is, and when we got to the left, they said, oh, you gotta go all the way back to the right, to the point where we paid for one of those bikers to just drive us over there, and it costs like $30. I don't get why it's per person, but especially when it's a motorized bike. But and then even when we got there, he's like, this is as far as I could take y'all, and we still had to walk a little bit. But that was fun. The idea we had in our heads, because we had shuttles, we were like, oh, yo, you know, we could catch a couple of people, go back, change, relax. No. One thing I'm learning is, especially if you're in my position with the shuttle, there's different situations you can camp, you can park your car. But from a shuttle standpoint, when you go, because it only gets worse as the day go on. We got there early because our hotel wasn't ready to check in. So we got there right when like 40 minutes after the gates open. And it was empty. It was clear. The buses were running. It was nice. It was beautiful. The lawns, you could take pictures. People were performing. It was amazing. So we kind of got the wrong idea of what we were expecting. So when we went back around 3, obviously that's when most people were checking in, getting there. Lines were long. I think it took us like an hour just to get back on the shuttle. And we ended up missing. We were disappointed. We missed Pusha T. I wanted to see him. And we missed Toby and Wigwe. I think I got his name right. So we missed those performances out of sheer shuttle mishaps. Nothing else. I think we left Coachella at like 2. I think Toby went on at like 4:30, and I was like, oh yeah, that's plenty of time. We ended up getting back to Coachella at like 6:55, 7 o'clock after everything. So I would definitely say plan to go and stay. So like today we had the artist we wanted to see is later in the day, like 3 to 4. So we took our time today. We had breakfast, we hit the pool. So now we're getting ready and we're going to stay throughout the rest of the day instead of trying to go back and forth. On top of that, this year, I've heard different years, it's hot during the day. It's 80, 85. It's very hot, like very hot. You need sunblock, hat, scarves, whatever to cover up. But at night, freezing cold. We stayed and we caught the, well, I'll discuss that later. We caught a couple of sets, but it was freezing cold at night. So we packed jackets in our backpacks and coats and stuff like that. So we were able to pull that out. So that worked out. But the security, man, I was reading so much about, you know, they're tightening up, man, these dudes. And again, it could be because it's weekend 1, so they're getting the logistics down. These dudes just move stuff. Just, you know, I had coats. They didn't check too much anything. And after my cruise for the first time, I'm convinced that they're really just checking for explosives. Especially like, you know, with weed, or it's like, bro, it's legal here. So it'd be kind of, I get it's private property, but that's kind of like a waste of manpower to like have people check for a legal drug. You know what I'm saying? I think they're checking more for explosives, bombs, things of that nature. So I was mad because we came back the second time when we were hungry, so we paid a lot for the food. I was like, we could have snuck food in. Like, they didn't check nothing, which could be a good or a bad thing. So security was first week, depending on what you're trying to do. If you're worried about your safety, that might give you some fear. But if you're trying to sneak stuff in, it was very easy. To the food, we found a cool Thai spot. I wish I remembered the name because I'm probably going to want to find it today. I tried Dave's Hot Chicken for the first time. A lot of people told me about that in LA. It was good, but you know, it's Coachella. That's one thing we kind of knew. Prices were ridiculously high, but that comes with the territory, especially when you're doing like festivals and all that good stuff. So that was cool. You definitely want to be strategic. Like the hotel we got has a kitchenette, a fridge, stove, microwave. So that way we can eat before we go. We have breakfast, buy some food. You can heat up some food and not be too dependent on the park food. But that's where they get you at, right? Because if you're there and you're watching shows from 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon at night, and you can't leave because there's traffic and shuttle, then you kind of stuck eating their food. So that was one of the issues we found as well. I'm going through the checklist right now before I get my opinion on it. Cold as hell, food was pricey. They barely checked anything. Yeah, okay, so we can get into the sets now. So the 2 sets fully that I caught was Kaytranada and Metro Boomin, which these were 2 guys that were on my list. Fantastic. Kaytranada, if you're not familiar with Kaytranada, then you wouldn't know. But if you know, you know, like DJ, the sets, the music, the drops, the production. He dropped an exclusive one that he did the Beyonce flip. Everybody went crazy. And just overall, it was just a good time. And that's kind of what I like about Kaytranada. Like, it's not, you know, it ain't too many people, blah, 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 all that. It's just good music. He brought out Kali Uchis, who I think performs tonight on day 2. But she did one of the songs, came out. Classy, it was great. That was the first whole set we caught. And then leaving there, we caught a little bit of the Gorillas. They were on the main stage. At that point, we had just got back from the shuttle. We were tired, we had to eat, and we knew we wanted to see Metro. So we kind of used the Gorillas time because I wanted to see them to like get food and kind of get situated at the Metro set. So we didn't see the full thing. Metro set was amazing. He and this isn't spoilers. I mean, it was live stream. He brought out 21 Savage, Future, Don Toliver, The Weeknd, and then Diddy came out and did a verse. It was like, how can you be mad at that? And the songs they were playing were like slappers. Like, it's Metro. If you know Metro Boomin, you know he's produced probably like most of our clubbing days for our age and probably still making records for people. But yeah, that was amazing to see Weeknd there. I never seen Weeknd live, never seen 21 live. Actually, I never seen any of those artists you brought out live, Future, Don Toliver, or Diddy. So yeah, that was a cool experience, and it was just great because, you know, I listen to all types of music. You know, I listen to some EDM, I listen to, but it's like, you know, my core is hip hop and rap, and the festivals, for the most part, like I didn't catch Pusha T, I didn't catch Toby. Those were like my rap fixes. So at that point, you know, I'm listening to Kaytranada, I'm listening to the Gorillas, I'm hearing, we caught a couple of other sets of some random people. And I think that's the dope part about Coachella. Like, it was people we didn't even know, but we would just walk past like, damn, this is lit. But getting that Metro feel, like I listened to that album, I listened to Metro all day and just hearing them records drop, and it's like, you feel it, like you feel included now. So that was a great way to cap off the night. Overall, first day was great. I mean, we always laugh because we have, you know, it's learning experiences. You got to go through it before you can like perfect it. So, you know, that aside from that shuttle fiasco, everything was great. Everything was cool. It was great. It was cool to be there. You see videos and pictures all the time, and now you're standing there and like, you know, we didn't even take pictures really yet of like, you know, or ride the Ferris wheel, all the statues, because it was just overwhelming. We were just trying to catch who we wanted to see because they piled so many on the first day too. That's what killed me too. I wish they would have spread a lot of those rap acts out, but it is what it is. Overall good. Today I'm excited. We're gonna see Flo Milli, we're gonna see Earth Gang. I think Method Man and Redman is performing. Anderson .Paak is DJing. So we kind of got more, we're used to it. We know how things work. So I feel like today is gonna be more productive. We're gonna catch more acts, and that's the cool part because we still got today and we still got tomorrow to really get better at it. So we're excited for day 2. I'll make sure I'm not missing anything. It's cold as hell. So yeah, though that's quick feedback. Didn't want to get too off into it, especially if you're going or if you haven't seen it yet. Don't want to spoil too much, but fun times. And I guess what I could do is, what am I looking for? I'm looking forward to seeing Earth Gang. If I had to put it out there, Earth Gang, if you don't know who Earth Gang is, they're signed to J. Cole. So you know where they come from, the tree, the branch from the tree that they come from. But they make great fire music. They're just not worldly recognized. So I'm kind of excited about that too, because a lot of artists I want to see aren't as big. So I feel like we'll probably be able to get close or like not have to worry about big crowds. That was another thing too. I just thought about it. It was a surprise. So they got a bunch of surprises on here and you don't know until their time. So when we got in from the shuttle, we're trying to make our way to try to catch the last of Toby or get to the Coachella stage, and everybody is coming towards us. And we like, what the heck? Like, come to find out it was Blink 182 right next to the stage by the main entrance to Sahara, I believe, where we just passed. I was like, dude, we over here. We go try to get over there and miss Toby. Meanwhile, we could have been the first ones at the surprise stage for Blink 182. I thought that was sick, but they had them out. But yeah, that's the thing. You know when shows let out, so you kind of got to strategically figure out like, okay, we gonna eat or we need to get to that side, we need to go now, because when that main stage let out, it's chaos, bro. So it's fun learning those things. We travel a lot, we do things, so learning those things is fun because you can go again, you have that knowledge, or if you know people that's going, you can drop tips, or in my case, I make content so I can make these type of videos. So that was a day one recap. Like I said, it was a lot of learning. So I hope after today we get more content, more pictures, more videos, more comfortable. I was wearing Chucks, no support, feet was done. I'm wearing some Yeezys now. Hopefully the boost works. We'll see. But yeah, I'll hit y'all back with a weekend 2 recap. And if you're here or if you got comments, maybe you can help me. Let me know in the comments there are other things we can look for. I know they got some speakeasy, some secret bars. There's a whole lot of shit going on that you want to try to get into without tiring yourself out. So we're going to try to see what we can get today. But yeah, leave it in the comments. Any suggestions, or if you hear anything that's happening, yeah, feel free. I will see y'all at the next. This is not even an episode. That's why it's weird for me. These are just recaps. So these aren't like podcast episodes. These are just Coachella recap, first day. I got the other 2 days coming. We'll wrap it up before I leave. And yeah, I'm excited. This is a great experience. First time going, and look forward to getting back to y'all next time. See y'all in 24 hours. Peace out.